This is the makeup video for confirmation parents. For those that weren't able to make the meeting during registration on the 9th, I hope you find this video useful. I would like to say that at the beginning of this video, this is just an overview of the program. If you have any specific questions, I expect parents to contact me. You could either reach me by email. My email is D, as in Daryl, HITT at stjulieschurch.org, or you could call me here in the office at 805-499-0979, extension 4. What I'm going to cover in this video is requirements, expectations, calendaring events for our Confirmation 1 and 2 classes. I'm going to go over and through all the paperwork that is required for each student, and again, if you have any questions on this video or anything else with the confirmation process, please feel free to contact me. I'll start in the front of the book. We have a full packet with all of the requirements and all the paperwork. After the cover page, there is a table of contents page which tells you, well, it's a table of contents, so it tells you what's in the packet. On page 2, there is a checklist of all items that your child needs to do to complete their first year and second year of confirmation. The first one would be attend the parent meeting on September 9th. This is for year 1 confirmation, the requirements. Attend the parent meeting on September 9th, or watch the makeup video. We're also going to be scheduling another parent meeting as well for anyone that maybe isn't able to watch this video online. Your child must attend 7 out of the 10 confirmation meetings, and that's including the retreats. We are going to be doing a retreat in the beginning of the year, which is probably going to be scheduled for late October, and there's going to be one at the end of the year, and that's included in those 10 sessions. After your student misses 7 classes, then they'll have to repeat the year of confirmation. Now, people ask me all the time if there's any way to make up or catch up, and really what we did this year was we designed a program to where the students can catch up with the readings and not only catch up but get ahead. We are going to be having a list of readings for the students, which will be emailed out in the next week here, of Bible verses that all of the students should read before they come to class. Ultimately, our goal is by November to get a couple videos up on our website that kind of touch on the topics that we're going to go over in class as well. So we ask you to check the parish website for any updates, any new videos, and all this paperwork will be posted on the website as well. Your child is also expected to complete 12 hours of community service, which there is a list later in the packet of all of the things that they can do for that community service. We want the students to do stuff around the church here because we realized last year our students have a lot of opportunities outside of church to do a lot of community service and do good, which is great, but we really want to give them a St. Julie's experience, and we do so many different events and different activities here throughout the year, and 12 hours really isn't that much for a requirement. So I will go over that list in a little bit. After they complete their service hours, all the students need to just do a 1-page write-up of how their community service related to one of these 7 Catholic social teachings. And again, all the Catholic social teachings are outlined in the requirements packet here. The students are all required as well to attend the explanation mass, which is going to be on December 2nd at 6:15. If you have a regular schedule of going to mass, maybe it's 8 o'clock or 9:30 or 11 o'clock, we do ask all the families to attend that explanation mass, which is going to be during our normal class time from 6:15 to 7:45 on December 2nd. That does fulfill your Sunday requirement, so if your students and your family, and actually it's really open to anyone, so we want to encourage a lot of people to come to that explanation mass and hopefully have some questions answered about their faith and the Mass itself. We also ask that all of the students complete the Teaching Touching Safety workshop, and the reason that is because there's a lot of really important knowledge out there about touching safety, about internet safety, things that go on with school, that the Archdiocese has really made a dedication to trying to deal with head on. So there is a form in your packet as well that we do need signed and returned. It's a purple sheet in your packet, and we need the bottom filled out. The Virtus workshop will be on February 17th. So, and again, this is a great class. It just touches on some topics that are usually very sensitive. So we'd like the parents to know what's going on ahead of time. If any of you parents would like to view the materials before we show it to the teens, one, we highly encourage you, because we think that it's important for the parents to know what's going on as well, and what we're going to be teaching your kids. So I will be scheduling a time where I'll show the videos and go over the materials with all the parents prior to meeting with the kids. So if you're not sure if you want us to show this and have your kid attend this particular session, you can view it yourself and then have any questions answered as well. We have a dress code for confirmation and youth ministry, which is the blue form that is in your packet as well. The dress code was created to just keep everyone in check of where they're at when they come to church. Quite often we lose sight of what is appropriate for church and what is not. And really, the dress code is just to kind of keep everyone on the same level. Boys and girls. It's not geared towards any one group more than the other. But really, it's to prevent distractions. So the dress code really goes over a lot of different things. The dress code was made to keep any sort of judgment out of what the kids will wear to church. And the dress code was created for a couple reasons. One, I don't want any teen that comes to church to feel like they're being judged. So the dress code to some people might seem a little extreme or ridiculous, but for example, if one teenage girl shows up wearing a tank top and it looks very nice and appropriate, and another girl shows up wearing a tank top and her bra straps are hanging out all over the place, which could be a distraction. The dress code, by us saying no one can wear tank tops or something where their shoulders are showing, that really eliminates any sort of judgment call, because we wouldn't want one kid to feel like we were singling her out and not the other. So the rules for the girls is we ask that the girls have no bare shoulders when they come to anything here at the church, whether it be confirmation class, youth ministry on Wednesday nights, or to Mass. So the rules and the guidelines of the dress code are as follows. For guys, no bare shoulders, including tank tops and basketball jerseys. We know that, sometimes guys want to feel comfortable coming down here, but sometimes it's a distraction. And that's ultimately what we're trying to eliminate. Pants and shorts should always be at your waist. We don't want them sagging down. And then pants should also not be worn at church that have holes and other markings on them that could be misinterpreted. So don't wear your jeans that you just did a bunch of yard work in to Mass, please. Guys, we also ask that you keep those pants at your waist. Girls, we again ask that you wear stuff where your shoulders are covered. No bare shoulders for girls as well. Your bra strap should never be seen when you're at church, no matter what. Shorts must extend further than your arms when you're holding your arms down at your side. Again, it's just a distraction for teenage boys if girls show up wearing stuff that's too short. On Wednesday nights, if you come for youth group, girls, please don't wear skirts, because we usually play games which we like to have everyone involved in, where we're either running around or maybe we're playing a sport, we're playing basketball, or we're playing hockey. Um, Girls, please just don't wear skirts on Wednesday nights. We also do a lot of prayer activity where we sit on the floor up on the stage in the hall. And again, it's all just to protect the young ladies of our parish. If you wear tights and leggings, you should have something over it as well. So don't just wear tights or leggings or jeans that are too tight. I also tell young ladies all the time, make sure if you're wearing skinny jeans and they're hip huggers, that your pants stay at your waist as well. Also, don't come to church, again, wearing pants and jeans that have holes in them, just because it's a distraction for other people. And then while you're here at church, there's some very obvious behavior guidelines that we ask that you follow as well. When you show up for youth ministry or confirmation, your teacher should either take roll if you're in confirmation class, or if you come to youth ministry, you should sign in. That just is a safety thing for me. God forbid something happened while we were all here at church and there was an earthquake, or we all needed to evacuate the building. That sign-in sheet and all those roll sheets is the way that I can account for every single person. So that's why we ask everyone to sign in. And then if you arrive for youth ministry, you should come prepared to participate. One of the things that we don't like people to do is, if you're supposed to be outside doing a game, we don't like people wandering around. We always like to stay together as a group. Same thing with confirmation. If you need to use the restroom or you need to get a drink of water or something like that, we ask that the kids not meander around the building. So, and again, it's just a safety concern. Our class times for confirmation begin at 5 o'clock on Sunday evenings with Mass. After Mass, we all come over and we are in class until 6:15. Class time starts at 6:15, and we're in class until 7:45. If you have other homework or things that needs to be done over the weekend, we really ask all the teens and all the parents to be on the same page with us. Please try to get your homework done earlier on in the week. Part of the reason why we pick Sunday nights is because it's easiest for everyone, and because we do try to cram so much in one Sunday night, we really want the teens to come prepared, with reading your few readings and getting the rest of your schoolwork done, so you kind of focus on what's going on here at church. And if by chance, if you're like me and you're one of those people that waits till the last minute to do your weekend homework, that was part of the reason why we end at 7:45, because at least you have time to go home and finish up whatever assignments that you need for the next day and get to bed on a decent time. All of the requirements for Confirmation 2 are the same. We expect the same exact thing from the Year 2 kids as Year 1. This year, the big change for us was that we're really requiring everyone to come to that 5 o'clock Mass on Sunday night, even if it's just the week that you have class. It's just really important for us all to get together and worship. And in the past, we've noticed that we've had kids go through our program and go to all the classes, but they hadn't been to Mass in months. And really, our whole faith and everything that we do and everything that we are as Catholics focuses around the Mass. And you can't really confirm your faith if it's something that you haven't practiced in a while. So we do require that everyone go to Mass weekly. Some of the recommendations that we have for confirmation is get involved with this parish. Whether it's, if you like little kids, if you want to get involved with elementary education or First Communion workshops, or if you're interested in helping out with junior high kids, we have so many different opportunities for our youth to really get involved. And not only that, but get involved, but take charge. Our 5 o'clock Mass on Sunday nights is our youth Mass, and we have a teen choir, and we have youth ushers. And after you're confirmed, you could become a lector or a Eucharistic minister. I can't stress enough how important that is to stay involved and really totally immerse yourself in this parish community. Because that's how you live your faith, and that's how you learn about your faith outside of the classroom as well. Youth ministry is another night, and it's another group of people that really just want to be here. And it's a great group. We usually do a game and then we do a prayer activity, but it's more of a community-based night. So it's not as much like in the classroom where we have a curriculum and things that we need to do. Youth ministry is a lot more relaxed. If you ever want to bring friends that maybe go to a different church or maybe they're not even Catholic at all, feel free to bring them on Wednesday nights. Sunday nights is just a little different because that's confirmation. That's actually a class. So, but if there's any special cases or you ever have any questions, feel free to contact me. We also ask everyone to attend Regional Youth Day, which is in Santa Barbara. That's going to be coming up in January this year. Attend that day. That's a fantastic day where we have hundreds of youth from all over this region that get together, and we do workshops and we do music and we have a special liturgy all for youth. So get involved with that. Anaheim Youth Day is what the LA Archdiocese puts on every year, and that's a day where we have 25,000 teens from all over the Archdiocese of Los Angeles and outside of our diocese get together down at the Anaheim Convention Center, and it's the same format as a regional congress, just on a way bigger level. That's one of the most exciting days for a lot of our youth that have come through our program, and we really encourage you guys to get involved with that. There is a flyer in the packet as well about Youth Day, and we ask everyone to kind of sign up for that ahead of time, just so we can make plans on food and transportation, and that deadline to sign up for that is going to be in December. So again, please see the pink flyer that is in your packet. Most importantly, you have to pray. I remember talking to a group of teens just recently, and I asked them, I said, how difficult is it to keep your relationship with your friends? And a lot of them said it's pretty hard, you know, and we have so many different ways to stay in contact with our friends nowadays. We have cell phones, texting, Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, all these different ways that we communicate, and it's become a full-time job to stay connected with our friends and other people that we want. If you're not putting that same effort towards your relationship with God, then it's really difficult, and it's an uncomfortable relationship. So we ask that you try to make prayer an everyday routine if it's not already. Just find a couple minutes and just pray, especially if you're struggling with this process of confirmation and whether or not you're deciding if this is for you or not. And again, if anyone has any questions or would like to talk about anything about your personal faith journey, feel free to contact me. We ask everyone to not only read the suggested readings in the Bible, but read things that you're interested in. Find something in the Bible that you could relate to in your life and read it. There's a whole section in here that goes over the service opportunities, and on page 4 there's a list of all the opportunities that the teens could sign up for. A couple things that I would recommend. 1, sign up early. 2, if you want to do your service project with your sponsor or as a family, that's an even greater asset to your confirmation process, because we want families to be in this together. So you can see that again on page 4. And then on page 5, we outline all of the Catholic social teaching. So when you get to that point to where you start writing your paper, you know exactly what to pull from there. A behavior contract, which is this orangish orange-ish looking paper. We just ask that you initial this. On the bottom part of this page is our cell phone tree. If you would like to be on that cell phone tree, I send out text message updates on confirmation and youth ministry events, usually a day or the same day of, just to give everyone reminders if you did sign up for it. And there's a spot here for parents to get on that cell phone tree as well. So parents, if you want to be kept in the loop as well, we ask that you put your name and your number on this cell phone tree as well. If you don't want to, you could leave this part blank. And it does have all the rules and the requirements for being on the cell phone tree on here as well. The big part with the cell phone tree is that we want people to have ownership of their own phone numbers. And part of what our teens struggle with nowadays, especially being in high school, is people asking other people for a cell phone number of someone that they want to contact. For example, if Deacon Dave didn't have my cell phone number and he wanted to get it, I would expect Deacon Dave to come and ask me. I wouldn't want him to go to Father Paul and say, hey, give me Daryl's number, and then he texts me, and I get this weird text from someone that I'm not sure who it is. And our teens really have a hard time dealing with situations like that because it makes them feel really uncomfortable. So we ask that no one share cell phone numbers unless it's given to you by the person whose number it is. Also, if you would like to be added to the cell phone tree, I do need everyone to sign this form and get it back to me before I can put you on that cell phone tree. Or you could email me again at dhit@stjuliuschurch.org. And if there's any issues with anyone that is on the cell phone tree, like maybe on the cell phone tree and something is being said that's inappropriate or harassing, that will affect the way that the teens complete their confirmation process, because part of what we're trying to do is we're trying to form the teens to be good Catholics and to make good moral decisions. And if they are acting in a way or behavior that doesn't really resemble a good Catholic, we may ask that teen to repeat another year. Confirmation is a minimum of 2 years. The reason why we say it's a minimum is because sometimes our teens run into situations where they act very immaturely, and we ask them to take a year to reflect and think if this is for them. The other thing that we try to do is we try to allow them to make this a adult decision for themselves. And sometimes when our teens go through the first year of confirmation, they might stop after that first year and say, I'm not ready to be confirmed, or this is not what I want. And just for all you parents to know, this isn't the only time in their life where they could be confirmed. This is a time for them to start to grow as adults, and we really want them to take ownership in their faith and not just do this because this is something that they're being told to do. On the back of this orangish form is another area where we need everyone to sign. This is just saying that if we take pictures at events and we post them on our Facebook or on the parish website or video, that you give us permission. Now, if you would absolutely not like us to do this, then please X this out and then sign your name on the bottom stating that you wish that we not post pictures on our website and Facebook page of your student. The one thing that I do tell parents all the time as far as taking pictures and the use of our St. Julie's Facebook page is we don't tag kids that are in photos, and that's a safety concern. For example, our Facebook page, I don't tag the students. It's a safety concern. We don't want our public page, we don't want anyone to be able to go to that page, look at the teens, know that they're here at St. Julie's, and know their name. So you can rest assured that none of the tagging or singling out or making the individual identification of the teens is all kept private, and that's just one way that we try to keep everyone safe here at St. Julie's. The other forms that we have for you to fill out as well, one is a medical release form. So this is another thing that we require. On the yellow form, it's two-sided. The first side is the confirmation sponsor form, and this gives a brief overview on what the requirements of a sponsor is, if you haven't chosen one already. If you have any questions about sponsors, feel free to contact me. On the back of it is the sacrament registration form, which is what the Archdiocese requires after you're confirmed. So it's just better to get all this paperwork in sooner than later. Another key point to note is you should all start with the registration form. The registration form is how we keep track of families that are going through our program. This is also how you pay, and this is a front and back form, and this needs to be turned in, but for your child's registration to be totally complete for the year, I have to have this entire packet back. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it answered the majority of your questions. Again, there's numerous ways to contact me. You can email me through the parish website. The parish website is www.stjuliuschurch.org. My email is Daryl Hitt. My email is dhitt@stjuliuschurch.org. You can also look us up on Facebook if you look up St. Julie's Youth Ministry. If you don't have a Facebook page, you could still view our page. You just can't comment. But if you do have a Facebook, like our Facebook page, and then keep up with what's going on. Or if you're on the cell phone tree, you could always send me a text as well. Thank you very much for signing your kids up to be in our confirmation program. Thank you for mentoring them and getting them to this point in their life. And if I could be of any help or answer any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you very much, and God bless.